Hey guys, what's up here with a video on budget rune pages. Today I want to show you two specific rune pages that you can use if you are a first time buyer of runes or you're creating a Smurf account. Basically two rune pages that you can run, just these two pages, and you will be pretty much sorted for 99% of all champions in the game. Now I am very kindly joined by Shad's butt in the background, you can see there. And the idea of these rune pages, like I say, they're cheap, they're a budget page, and you only need two of them because two is what you start with when you create an account. So if you can't afford to buy new rune pages because you want to buy some champions instead, and you don't want to buy too many runes because you want to buy a champion instead, that's very understandable. And so we're going to be trying to recycle and overlap as many runes as we can as well. Basically, just be as efficient as possible with your IP spending on your runes. So the first page I want to show you today is good for the bruisers, for the assassins, for pretty much any physical damage based champion, tanks, junglers, AD carries, whatever it may be. So you're gonna want to go for some attack damage reds, pretty standard stuff there, just to increase your physical damage and, you know, last hitting or clearing or whatever it may be. Go for some armor yellows as well if you're a jungler. These are pretty much essential, and even if you're a laner, you'll take less damage from auto attacks and minions as well, so you can't really go wrong with having armor yellows. And then just go for some like MR blues. MR blues are really cheap as well, so you can just get these. You know, you can get MR per level if you want to here as well. It doesn't really matter too much. Both of those MR and MR per level are very cheap, so you just stick these in there as well. They're just, you know, there's nothing really to say about MR, these blue runes. Yeah, it just helps you a little bit there. And then go for attack speed quints. Now, the reason why attack speed quints are good here is because attack speed will help you on more of a broad spectrum of champions. Now, you can just go for AD here, and that would be more, AD quints would be more suited to physical damage casters or like assassins specifically, people who have high AD scaling or people who want to do a lot of burst damage. But most champions will be better off with attack speed, especially if you are going to be jungling. It allows you to get last hits off more fluid because your auto attack animation will be better off. You'll have more damage in sustained fights as well, like in longer trades, so you'll have more attack speed for that. So you'll be pretty much, it's overall I think it's nicer to have attack speed. You can go for the attack damage, but I would say that attack speed is pretty much all you need to do here. So this will be the first budget page you're going to go for. This page here, like I say, good for the physical damage people, the AD people. Now I'm going to show you the second page, which is similar to the first one. The first one was for physical damage. This one is for magic damage people. So let's start off with the reds again. So you want to go for the AD reds like you did in the last page. Now this may raise some eyebrows here, but the reason why AD reds are actually pretty good for mages is because mages still use basic attacks. If you think of runes as like mostly useful in the early game, when you think about what mages are doing in the early game, mages are auto attacking quite a lot and they're last hitting quite a lot. So if you're harassing with your autos, if you are last hitting, then AD is still very solid. And if you're playing an AP jungler, then you'll want that AD to help you clear as well. Magic pen would be optimal for a lot of different people, maybe even hybrid pen, but firstly that's quite expensive. Secondly, if we use AD, we can overlap it with the previous page. And thirdly, if you're jungling, the jungle monsters don't have any magic resist, so the magic pen element of those runes are wasted. So AD overall, for a broader spectrum, is better. Then seals, go for the armor again, pretty much similar to what I was mentioning when I explained it for the previous page. If you're jungling, you take less damage from jungle monsters, and if you're laning, you'll take less damage from minions and from champions auto attacks as well. And again, we are able to recycle the runes from the previous page, so you don't have to spend too much IP on the runes. Now this is where things get different here. We're not going to go for MR this time. We are going to go for flat ability power. Here it is. Now flat AP, pretty standard, just means that your abilities will do more damage if you're a mage. Pretty honestly, I don't really need to explain that one. And again, for the quints, AP as well. So this page gives you 26 flat AP at level 1, which is good for your lane phase if you do end up using your spells for whatever reason. You know, again, if you're harassing with your spells, if you want a last hit with your spells, it just gives them a little bit of an extra kick. And so if you are playing these AP champions, then you will want these AP runes, right? They do help you quite a lot. So really, that's all you need for rune pages. That's all you really need for the two rune pages. So if I switch over to the champions here, Orianna, you could do that AP page. Rengar, you could do that first page. Lee Sin, the first page. Thresh, as support as well, you can do that first page. I just run AD runes when I'm playing most of my supports, at least on my Smurf when I can't have optimal rune pages. And AD Bruise, like next in top lane, the AD page. Blitzcrank would be AD. Elise would be the AP page. Zero AP page. Gragas, you could go either one, honestly. As a tank, you could just go for that AD and attack speed page to help him clear and stuff. Shen, again, AD and attack speed. Like, all of these champions, pretty much the vast majority of them, you can just run these budget pages on. You cannot go wrong with the pages that I just mentioned. So, if you are into budget pages, then just go with those two pages that I listed. So, I hope you found this video useful, guys. If you did, then feel free to give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to me for educational league content. Shad's butt says goodbye. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video.